Farmers and communities in Mamusa, Lekwa, Teemane and Greater Taung municipalities have been urged to be on high alert following confirmed rabies cases there. The Northwest Agriculture Department is calling on residents to be on the lookout for unusual behaviour in animals. Refiloe Seboko reports.
The Greater Taung area has been identified as a hotspot area for rabies. The viral disease, which can be deadly to people, is usually spread through the saliva of animals or through bites. Rabies can affect dogs and cats as well as other mammals like livestock and even wildlife.
Beginning of January, February, we started noticing it in cattle, sheep and goats. That was mainly in the farms around the Amalia area, which is under Mamusa municipality. But in March, it spread to some farms under Lekwa Teemane municipality. Then April, May, we have recorded 2 cases of cattle which were affected by rabies, which are in the villages which falls under Greater Taung municipality.
Farmers are being advised to watch their livestock closely.
In cattle, we also see that they start having that excessive bellowing, where they just bellow all the time and you're not sure what's happening. The worst part is that they start drooling saliva, and owners must not make a mistake of thinking that it's a bone or it's a wire inside the mouth. Then they try to remove it. They are exposing themselves as well because the virus is loaded in the saliva. So they must just make sure that if they see such signs of change of behavior, drooling of saliva, attempt to, chew anything that comes into their contact or bump into objects, they must just report that to their local state vet or local private vet.
A number of animal deaths have been reported in the region.
You can't treat this disease. So all these cases that I'm talking about, we collect the brain sample to be tested, which means that the animal would have died. So all the cases that we have seen, the animals would have died. Some of them we might get to a farm when they've reported 2 or 3 which had died before we get there. So if the signs are similar to what we would have seen, it could have been rabies, it might be something else. But yeah, there are quite a number of cattle which have died, but for different farms. Like I said, so far the cattle which have tested positive, there are more than 7. We've got a sheep as well in one of the farms. But several jackals have tested positive, which shows that the disease is there. It's circulating within the jackal population in this area.
Officials have also kicked off a vaccination drive.
So far, we have managed to vaccinate over 6,000 animals. Many of them is actually dogs and cats, but we've also assisted some farmers to vaccinate their cattle, which have been severely affected by this disease.
For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Refiloe Seboko in Vryburg in the Northwest.